The Jomon period in Japanese prehistory spanned from about 14,000 to 300 BCE, marking one of the world's earliest pottery cultures. During this time, the inhabitants of the Japanese archipelago lived as hunter-gatherers, developing sophisticated techniques for food procurement and preservation. The Jomon people were skilled potters, creating elaborate vessels decorated with cord markings that give the period its name. These pots were used for cooking, storage, and possibly ritual purposes. Jomon settlements were typically small villages near abundant food sources like rivers, lakes, and coastal areas. The people lived in pit houses, which were circular or oval structures dug into the ground with thatched roofs. These dwellings provided protection from the elements and were often arranged in clusters, suggesting a communal lifestyle. The Jomon diet was diverse, consisting of fish, shellfish, game, nuts, and wild plants. They developed methods for processing and storing foods, including lacquerware containers and stone tools for grinding acorns and chestnuts. One of the most remarkable aspects of Jomon culture was their creation of intricate clay figurines called dogu. These often depicted women with exaggerated features, possibly representing fertility goddesses or shamanic figures. The Jomon people also crafted stone and bone tools, as well as ornaments made from jade and other materials. Their artistic expressions extended to elaborate hair ornaments and pendants, indicating a rich material culture and aesthetic sensibility. The Jomon period saw significant technological advancements, including the development of bows and arrows, which greatly improved hunting efficiency. They also created dugout canoes for fishing and transportation, allowing them to exploit marine resources and engage in trade with neighboring communities. The Jomon people practiced a form of animism, believing in the spiritual essence of nature. This worldview is reflected in their burial practices, which often included grave goods and sometimes involved ritual tooth extraction. Despite being a prehistoric culture, the Jomon people achieved a remarkably stable and long-lasting society. Their ability to adapt to changing environmental conditions and their sustainable use of resources allowed their culture to persist for over 10,000 years. The Jomon period laid the foundation for later Japanese cultures, influencing art, spirituality, and social organization. Their legacy can still be seen in modern Japan, from traditional pottery techniques to the enduring connection between Japanese culture and the natural world.